guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm in my car doing a little different style today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. I've lost over 135 pounds. I've been maintaining my weight for over 15 years. And today I want to talk to you about cravings. There was a point in time where my cravings became uncontrollable. And I've got a lot of, I get a lot of different questions, and I feel like the cravings question is coming up again. So I wanted to make a video on how I managed those cravings. And hopefully that could be really, really helpful to those of you that might be kind of dealing with those cravings. I did put together a weight loss guide that I talk all about that in there as well. So it's kind of like a deep dive. I'll leave that linked in the description below. But, just to touch on it here with you, I will say that I have been through those ups and downs. Cravings are very difficult. I feel like cravings, sometimes we feel like when we give into cravings that we are not strong enough. And I want to tell you that that's not the case, okay? We are all very strong. We have strong will. We do really hard stuff. And you have to understand that the way our bodies work, they are meant to survive. So if you are not eating enough, if you're not getting enough nutrients, if you're not getting enough protein, your body feels malnourished, it is going to lash out. And lashing out means that you are going to have these cravings, these uncontrollable cravings to the extent of binging, okay? Now, I want to talk to you about what happened with me because it's actually very interesting. So, imagine this. I am focused. I am eating so well. I am losing weight. I am seeing the results I want to see. And then guess what? There are holiday parties. There are gatherings. There's a birthday. There is, there's different life events that are happening that should be celebrated. Why not? What happened to me? I started to, I'm going to have a cocktail, celebration cocktail, right? Margarita, that's my drink of choice. I love margaritas. But then all of a sudden, I'm like, it's a celebration. Yes, let's do dessert, of course, and then did that. And then the next day, breakfast, right? Because celebrations continue. And then what ended up happening, I had like a parfait, but when you get a parfait at a restaurant, they're not using low sugar yogurt, right? And they're not using a granola that is low carb. And so all of a sudden you are having a loaded, I'm talking about like a sugar loaded breakfast. What does that do? Spike your insulin. All of these things are just spiking your insulin. Your sugar is going through the roof. And guess what that did? It caused me to want more. And then the next day, even though I didn't have someone to celebrate with, I was like, YOLO, we're celebrating because it's a birthday month or whatever the case is, right? But I'm just using this as an example because this actually happened to me. Okay, let me just have a drink. My mouth is so dry. It's starting to get cold, so I'm not carrying my hot tumbler. You know me, I always have to have my tumbler. In here, I just have my Element. It's a chocolate mint. It's actually a limited edition. It has everything that our body needs, right? The 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It's what our body needs just for our hormones to be like regulated. So if you're not getting all of your water and all of your electrolytes and minerals from other sources, then an Element is still doing the free sample pack. They only do it through my link because it's specifically for you guys. You can also get it through drinklmnt.com/low carb love. But again, the link is in the description below. So anyway, a lot of us think like, oh, fruit is natural, fruit is good, fruit is healthy. And yes, it is. I'm not gonna say it's not. I am not one of those people that's going to tell you like don't eat fruit. I think if you were trying to stick to some like extremely low carb, I would say just be very mindful of your portions. Don't overdo it on the sugar. Don't overdo it on honey, on maple syrup. All of that still spikes your glucose. So what ended up happening, just so you know, with me, the reason why my cravings became uncontrollable, it's because my body switched. So it switched from burning fat, my own fat and the fats that I was eating, to now burning glucose and burning sugar, because I had the sugar in my body. And our body's number one choice for fuel is sugar, is glucose. It's just how our bodies are made. But when you take the sugar out, so when you stop eating sugar in your diet, your body has absolutely no choice but to burn fat. And so that's why on keto or on carnivore or on low carb, when you are eating really low carb, your body switches over to burning fats. And then that's when you actually burn body fat. But I was just so shocked at how me having more fruit, how me having maple syrup, how me having, and not that I don't have it, I do have it, but I was having it so much more. And I was actually having like yogurt parfaits, and I was actually having like, you know, just things that I don't typically have. Guys, my cravings became uncontrollable. I had no control over them. In my head, I would tell myself, Myra, tomorrow you're not gonna have any, like you're going to be on track. Like tomorrow you're going back to basics and just sticking to what you have every day, and you're not gonna have like those outside foods, you know? I was so frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm you know, being very raw and honest with you guys about it. I was so frustrated because I was like, why can't you get it together? Like I was telling myself that, like, why can't you, like, you know what to do, like do it. But guys, it was so hard. It literally took over my brain. I think it was just like so much carbs and sugar that I was having. And again, it wasn't like every day, but I mean, it wasn't like all day long, but it was like every day I was having some type of sugar and carbs. When you have carbs, your body wants more. That's just the truth. And I guess that really just sums up this video. It's just like the more carbs you put into your body, the more it's gonna crave more. And especially junk food, anything that's like chips, cookies, ice cream, those foods are formulated to be overconsumed. That's what these companies do. That's what they want. So anyway, I hope that this was informative. I hope that it's helpful. I don't want you guys to feel alone. It happens to all of us. But I want you to know that when you are on track and you are seeing results and you are just feeling so good, just be very careful about going off track for several days at a time. I think if it happens once, like say for instance the holidays are coming and like all week you're eating well, and then it's that one day that you're meeting with the family and you guys are having all the foods, then the next day you go back on track, I think no problem. So anyway, you know where I'm coming from. If you guys have had a similar situation, please share it with me. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to hear if you guys have been experiencing or kind of going through the same kind of like little rough patch that I have. Then let me know. But this is definitely something that I've experienced in the past, and it's even something that I was experiencing now, and I felt like, you know what, I have to share this because I know I am not alone. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you guys liked the video, make sure you show me some love, hit that like button, and don't forget, share my videos, share my recipes, share this video with friends, family that are either trying to start their weight loss journey, maybe they're having rough patches, and things like this could be really, really helpful for them. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.